Hi there everybody, it's UK independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you for joining me for today's quick live. I've had the new catalogue arrive, so excited. And I've also got my pre-order. As a demonstrator, we can put in for a pre-order. And when it arrives, I just want to play with it straight away. And it came yesterday. And it's been killing me to not open the box and to look inside and to get playing. So I wanted to show you exactly what I have ordered. So this is the new catalogue. We have the normal annual catalogue and we have the beginner catalogue, and I can send these out to anyone who wants one. I can't show you the inside yet, we can't do that until the start of June, but this is what they look like on the outside. So anyone who has ordered from me in the last year will receive one of these in the post from me, but if you want them, just give me a shout. So new products, so excited. I've popped my scissors somewhere because I haven't opened anything. That was a lot of restraint from me to not open anything, I can tell you. It arrived yesterday and I worked from home and the box was on my chair next to me and I was like, ooh, hiya Kay, morning, yeah, new goodies. I don't even know where to start. So I'll just open the box and go from the start. So at the top are all my papers. So I've bought lots of papers because I do my paper shares, which I do have a flyer that is on my website, so do check it out, where you can get a quarter of each share. So it saves you buying all the packs, which would cost you £128, and you can just buy a quarter of each pack for £32.50. So have a word with me about that if you're interested. But which one do we open first? So excited. I'm terrible. Pre-order time is like Christmas time for me. And even though I know what I've ordered, I still get excited about opening the box. So this is the Flowers for Every Season DSP. Hi Karen, morning. Which end to start? So this is 6x6. Oh, I know what I should have started with. I should have started with the new in colours because they're in this one. I'll do those next. Don't let me forget. So you've got 4 of each sheet. Oh, I like that. That'll be good around Christmas time. Oh, I like that one too. These feel really smooth. They don't feel like our normal DSP. They feel different, but they're really nice. Very florally. So this is the Flowers for Every Season. There is a coordinating stamp set with this one. Well, there's 2 coordinating stamp sets. I only got the one. There we go. There seems to be a lot of paper here. I'm just having a look at the pack to see how many there's in, but I seem to be going for sometimes it's 48 sheets. But they're all gorgeous. This one here I think will coordinate with my stamp set. I know, plot spoiling. I'll show you what the stamp set is in a minute. New favourite. New favourite. That is gorgeous DSP. Love that. And one of the stamp sets that goes with it is this one. Celebrate Sunflowers. Me and my blends are just gonna go to town on that. I can feel it. That's lovely. I might put that out because afterwards I did say that I would do some live stamping, so that one might be the one I use. So that is the first paper pack. I love that. I love that. That is one of our new in colours. So let me show you the new in colours. Probably where I should have gone first, but I get excited. So we get 5 new in colours every year and they last for 2 years. So these are 2020 to 2022. here we go. So this one here is Bumblebee. I like that, it's quite an exciting name. Bumblebee. Cinnamon cider. And no shockers, I like that because it's got cider in the name. This one here is Just Jade. We've got Magenta Madness and Misty Moonlight. So those are the 5 new in colours that we get with the new catalogue. I think they're lovely. And what I have done this year is I have started an in colour club. Morning, Hilary. So the in colour club is great because you have the cardstock, but we also have enamel dots, twill ribbon, all different bits that goes with each colour. So for the next 5 months, my in colour club will send you a colour a month. So for instance, if you bought all 5 of the ink pads, you'd get 10% off, but that's quite an investment to do in one go. So you can split it over 5 months, get the bulk discount by being part of the club, and at the start of the month, I will ship you a colour for that month. There's more details on my blog about that, do ask. But yeah, those are the colours. So these new papers, they like match perfectly. That one that I quite liked, got to find it again now. The blue one, that one, that's there, and the yellow one I liked, which is the Bumblebee. So that'll all go quite nice together. Looking forward to playing with those. Anyone who is getting one of my catalogues will get a sampler with a little punch out of each of these so you can actually see the colours for yourself because they're gorgeous. Right, next up, should we go back to my paper? Only because the paper's making me excited. Okay, so let's start with this one because I'm sure you've all probably seen this one. Oh! So sorry. 12 by 12 paper and a camera that's not even 12 inches off the paper isn't doing well. Ornate Garden. So this was actually released a month early, so you could already have had this, but it does feature in the new catalogue and is part of my paper share. So it's 12 by 12, you get 2 of each pattern. Oh, they're lovely. There's been quite a few samples of this one online already. Look, foily. And it does have 2 coordinating stamp sets with it again. Oh, Karen, you already had this. You didn't tell me that that's how gorgeous the paper is. If you take part in my paper share and that one's missing, it's because I've took it to play with. Not even sorry. Oh, these foil sheets are just gorgeous. Morning, Karen. Oh, I'm glad you've managed to make it. I normally have them in the afternoon, but this morning I just couldn't wait till this afternoon before playing with everything. So glad you've joined us. So those are those papers, and they match with the Ornate Style and the Ornate Thanks stamp set. So I've got a few samples that I've already made with these stamp sets, just to give you an idea. There's one that will be coming up on a video of mine next week, using my good old blends. And then here's another one that showcases the thank you, because I love that, with the pictures behind. It's such a gorgeous set, especially if you're blending. And the Ornate Thanks, the sentiments go around the thanks. So thanks from the bottom of my heart. You can sort of mix and match, and that's quite handy. Always a use for that. So that's that one. Next one up, and I'll try not to give you all a headache this time by knocking you, is the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. So this one is all greens by the look of it. It's Garden Green, Just Jade, Pear Pizzazz, Pretty Peacock. I like Pretty Peacock and Shaded Spruce and Soft Seafoam, sorry. I think I like Pretty Peacock because it's fun to say. Pretty Peacock. So there we go. Oh, I love that. I do like these stripes. We had some DSP not long ago that had stripes. Oh, the Dress to Impress. That's still current. You can get that up until the end of the month. So if you liked that, get that one. That was a 6x6, but that had this colour and it also had the pinks and purples in it as well. I use that quite a bit. Oh, ferns. These are quite nice. I might be being a bit unfair here. When I first read that it was all just greens, I thought it could probably be a bit boring. But it's really not, is it? I just got excited because I saw one coming out. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I really like this one. This one, I think this is gorgeous. Oh, they've put the two best designs one on the back of the other one. That's typical, isn't it? Love those sheets. Yeah, I thought, oh, they're just all greens. They'll be a bit bland, but I mean, look at those. Okay, like those. Wasn't expecting to, but do. Very nice. I've done something very clever here. I've managed to lose the other two 12x12 packs. Not even a clue. Oh, I've put them on the floor. Organised disorganisation going on over here. So this one here, I'm excited about this one. This is the World of Good Speciality paper, and I think, if I remember right, this is foiled too, and this was one I was quite excited about getting. Look. Really nice. Oh, it's textured as well. That feels really nice. Really nice, that feels. The globes. Ooh, that would go really nice with the set that name I've forgotten. The seaside one. Sailing Home. That's the one. Ooh. I knew I was excited about this. If you do scrapbooking, wouldn't that look lovely? Because you get the whole 12x12. This is another thing. How many people can cut their DSP? Oh, I like that too. It's like old-fashioned script. Love that. Oh, this is going to be one that I just look at. I know Karen, who's on the call, she gets her paper and then she cuts it straight away, so she uses it. I leave the 12x12 sheets and go, ooh, too pretty. That's what I'm going to do with this. Yeah, I've cut all mine. Karen, I knew you would have done. No, this is too pretty. Oh. And Kay's online. Kay does really lovely books. I can imagine this one being a book cover. Really nice. It would look really good, like an old-fashioned book. And the script one would go well with it too. Oh, well, I'm not spoiling Karen, but there are some gorgeous embellishments that are actually going with these ones. I was quite excited when I saw them. And they'll be in the new catalogue. You can't pre-order everything to start off with. You've only got a selection. When you're a demonstrator, you get a sort of a 2 or 3 page leaflet and you can pick from that selection for your pre-order. All the rest is available in June, like all the other customers. So I couldn't get all the embellishments straight away to show you, but there are some gorgeous embellishments this time. I was quite I was quite chuffed myself, so have a look at those. But yeah, for scrapbooking, they were brilliant. Oh, it's a good idea on Traveller's Notebooks, that one. Okay, that would work on Traveller's Notebooks. So finally, my last 12 by 12 paper stack. I have the matching stamp to go with this because I love this one. And it's Tasteful Touches. And it also has an embossing folder, which is the Tasteful Textile Embossing folder. And this is unusual for me. I don't do embossing folders. If you look through my channel, I doubt you'd find probably 1-2 projects with an embossing folder. I don't use them. But this one, I saw it in the catalogue. And it is just, hang on. I was going to run it through my Big Shot, but I haven't got, it wouldn't look right on white. I think you'd have to do it on dark paper, and I haven't got any dark paper by me. But that is just, oh, hang on. That's what it looks like, if you can see. Really nice. So I'm quite excited about using that. This little bag here for Flowers for Every Season, just to give you a heads up, this sticky is really sticky. It's stuck to everything on my desk so far. Once you open it, throw that thing away. Right, Tasteful Touches. I quite like this. I like the sentiments. I like this You Are the Best because it looks like it's aligned to the side. And I thought, oh, it's quite nice to have a stamp that you can put on the side of a card. So quite like that. And I love the little background detail. So I might leave that out to do my stamping with. I tell you what, I'm going to be playing with every set I've bought so far. So this is the In Good Taste Designer Series paper, which goes with both the embossing folder and the stamp set. And this is a big fat pack. This has got more paper in. This has got 24 in, so the normal packs have 12. So if you take part in the paper share, you get a quarter of them. But these have got 24. So a few more sheets. Quite like that. Yeah, I do quite like that. Ooh, I like that too. I don't know why, but every year, I reckon they do it on purpose. They know inside my head. They work out which pattern I'm going to like the most and then put a really good pattern on the back of it too. So I sit there, and if the dilemma about cutting it's not big enough, the next dilemma is which side shall I use? Oh, a bit dark for me. Oh, I like that though. Yeah, that's my side for that one. That looks like, you know, when we use our embossing paste, when you just pop that on. Quite nice. Ooh, that's lovely. I tell you what, that actually looks like it's cut. It looks like it's got a seam, but it's not. It's an actual part of the design. That's really nice. It's like a mosaic tile. Love that. Ooh. I can see loads of use for this pack, purely because while it's plain textures for the background, your stamping will just pop out at the front, and this is just a textured background, so it would be like having an embossing folder but in different cut. Ooh, that's nice. Just sort of some texture and some background detail. There's another one of that without the pink. I don't know if my camera picks that up very well, but it's really nice. It's a bit like a paint palette that's just been, ooh, they look like Jenga blocks. Ooh. I tell you, these are going to look really lovely just for textures in the background, because they're not like, wow, look at me. They won't take the distraction away from the stamping, but they're just going to add detail in the back. I really like them, so I'm glad that it's a bigger pack and we get more with this one. That's nice. That's oh, someone help me out. You know, like where it's weaved, you get material like that, don't you? There's a name. Tell you what, my use of my English language just disappears when I put my video on live. That's nice. Oh, there's more, there's more. So you get your money's worth with this pack. Quite like that. That's a bit like my desk. Underneath my grid paper, that's what my desk looks like. Yes, it is. It is like a herringbone. Okay, you got my reference. Oh dear me. I've been up since early this morning, so I'm allowing myself off. My mum's gone in for her hip replacement today, so I had to drop her off at the hospital. She had to be there for 7 o'clock, but she couldn't have anything to drink after 6 o'clock, so I got up to make her a drink about 5:30, and I feel like it's afternoon snooze time already. So that's that pack. Love that, and I really like the stamp set that goes with it. I just think with the textures it works really well, and the embossing folder, I can't wait to play with that. Can't wait. So that's all the paper packs that I got on this order. Like I said, if you like the paper packs, there is the paper share. This is over on my Instagram. It's also on my Facebook, so you can read into it yourself. But it just does save you some money. There are quite a few other packs of DSP in the catalogue, and they are included as well for the quarter share. And finally, oh no, I got some ribbon. That goes with the Tasteful Touches too, honestly. This is the Forever Greenery, so this goes with the green DSP. This one. Keep thinking I'm getting to the end of my box, and I keep finding more treasures. So this one is I have upgraded from my last video haul though, because I remembered that I need my scissors. The last one, I tried to open all the paper packs and all the ribbons without scissors, so I feel like I've progressed in my live learning. Doesn't mean I can open it. Oh. I'm doing this for suspense, by the way, so that when you actually see it you fall in love with it, because it's glittering away really nicely at the moment. There we go, I'm in. So it's like a gold thread. It's really quite nice, that. And it looks like you get a... Doesn't say how long it is, does it? 10 yards. And this one's 5 yards. Or that one's 5 yards and this one's 10 yards. I'm not doing very good at reading that. Tell you what, Kay, this is just like that material that we were just discussing. That is really soft, actually. That's really nice. Really soft. I thought that would be hard, like our flax one that we had, but it's not. It's really soft. It's a bit like a gauze, really. Very nice. So the ribbons, which leaves me to my final piece, I think, unless I find another treasure in the box. Yeah, they are nice, those ribbons. Blossoms in Bloom. I am so excited about this. I just want to play with it with you. So, a waffle blanket. I don't know what a waffle blanket is. Am I being dumb? But yeah, it kind of does look like a waffle and feels like a blanket. So that's probably why that got that name. Blossoms in Bloom. So I love this, but the dies, while I like the stamp set, wait till you see these dies. Great big fat massive ones. Should we have a play with them? So this is like a frame, and this is sort of the inner part of the frame. So if I do the frame in, oh, please fit, please fit, please fit. Unbelievable. Well, this is the only size paper I got out, so I'm going to go for it with this size and make it work. So my big shot is just to the side of me here because I can't fit it under the camera, otherwise you're all going to go flying again. So I'm just going to very quickly run it through and I'll show you what it looks like. And even though it doesn't fit, I'm just going to hang the leaves off the side because, you know, we've all seen leaves. Serves me right. I knew I should have got it out the package to see the size of it before I got the paper ready. But at the same time, if I'd have done that, I'd have never come on alive because I'd have still been playing with it. So this is the set. Here goes me, Bull in China Shop, straight through. Oh, this is so cute. Love it. Oh, how delicate is that? Oh. So there's pretty much the frame, give or take the few little bits that are in the middle, which I will play at in a minute. But I want to play with this one now. I'll do this one with Purple Posy. Again, it's going to just hang off the edge, but for the idea of showing it, it should work. So let's just shimmy those off to the side. I saw it in the catalogue and I fell straight away in love with it. I don't think that has gone through all the way. Typical. You know what? I also have a Highland Heather, so I'm going to run it through, but I'm going to go front and back and put my mat with it this time. It's always going to happen on a live video, isn't it? And back. Oh yes, it's worked this time. They're all falling out quite nicely. Yeah, I was so excited, and then through the pre-order, you know when you put it in and you think, oh, I can't exactly remember what I ordered. This one I could remember. And I was getting really impatient for it to turn up because, you know, I'm like a little child. I get excited when I order things. Let's just move all of those off. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then you layer one over the other and you get that sort of double effect. So I'm just going to push out, I'm just going to grab my paper piercer to push out the middle of that, and then we'll use the stamp with it and I'll make a really quick card. But I think that's just so exciting. But the reason why I'm like showing it you as well and showing you how to do it is when I noticed it in the catalogue, so when you get your catalogue, it's a really sort of small picture that shows the dies with it, so you can't totally see if you were just flicking through how wonderful these are. Oh, maybe I should have run through these twice. So if you get it, just make sure you run it through your big shot twice. It's quite intricate, so it'll make sure it just gets all of the little bits. And have your paper piercer handy. Yeah, if you'd have ran this through twice, these would have come out a lot easier. Have any of you got that little brush? There's a little brush that you can have that makes these quite easy to come out. I don't use die cuts that often, so my paper piercer is quite okay by me. Already tried those ones, they're all stuck in. Yeah, I should have gone over it twice, but you know what, that gives us all an idea of what it will look like, right? So I'm just going to grab some smoky slate and my stamp set. Oh, first time using it, first time using it. There we go. Now I'm not sure, because I hadn't got it out before, I didn't know the sizing, so it is actually bigger than your E-block, but I did get my Stamparatus out as well. I was doing some masking before, can you tell? Actually, Karen, I think that's your card that I masked with the butterflies around. Pretty sure. So some Whisper White. Okay, so that will be it. That's the top. The single flower is the top one. Let's pop that in. Now, because it's a new stamp, this is going to stick to the card really well and move the card. So if you just use your bone folder, flatten the card back down. Right. Everything seems to be sticky. You know, everything you get in new packaging, everything's glued up. It's sticky. So, smoky slate. Whoa. It's beautiful. So what else have I got? I've got centres. I've got little flowers. Leaves. Now I'm just going to stick with the big one. I think this set's gorgeous. And actually, looking at the cards, you have the same options with the little flowers. So you have the outside rim and the inside for the little flowers, so you can make the same effect. So excited by this. So there is that one. Oh, right, mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Have I got those? I have. Let's pop this up. I think previous years when I've gone through the catalogue and we've got the pre-order, I've always been like, oh no, I wanted this to be on it and I wanted to play with this straight away. But this was actually one of my top must-have sets. So when I saw this was on the pre-order, I got really excited. So I think that'll be enough. Make sure it's the right way with the one at the top. And then there's this one, which is going to go on like that. Now, because these ones won't come out, that's a great place for me to stick my mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Anyone would think I did it on purpose. I didn't. And then I've got some fine tip glue somewhere. I'm sorry, I keep getting up and knocking you. You're all going to have a terrible headache by the time this video is finished. Just going to pop some fine tip glue in these sections. Actually, this is going to make this fall 3D in some bits and flat in others. So you might just be better to use your fine tip glue all the way along. Oh, after all that I haven't took my paper off my dimensionals. Daft. And there we go. So I brought some backing out. Just put that on there. Perhaps I should have stuck that down before. I really love that set. So nice. I think for hindsight for my next one, I personally would stamp off the smoky slate first, so that it's slightly lighter, because at the moment I feel that's quite dark. So I would have stamped that off and then stamped it on. But you know, live and learn, live and learn. So I'll pop a sentiment on. So I've just got a piece of scrap paper. I might put get well soon on, because like I said, my mum's gone for a hip operation today. So she can have it when she comes home. Providing when she's sitting in the hospital, she's not catching up on this and they're thinking, oh, I already know what Helen's made me. Smoky slates here. Oh, okay, you like it with a dark smoky slate, Karen. Oh, that's good. It's probably just because I'm looking down on it. I often find with cards that sometimes when you're working on them here, they look completely different to when you put them on the shelf and you walk sort of 2 meters away and look back at them. So I've got some normal size dimensionals. Oh, Hilary K. Fancy missing it. But that's why I thought I would show everybody this today, because when I actually looked in the catalogue, the dies were on quite a small little square, and I thought, oh, I hope people don't miss them because they are gorgeous. So get well. Line it up, Helen, line it up. I'm telling you, early mornings do not suit me. Get well soon. And have I got a piece of card? I haven't scored it. I've cheated. I've used some of the Stampin' Up washi tape that's on the clearance rack at the moment. So this is all reduced. There's 3 lots of washi tape that's on the clearance because it's retiring. And I've put it exactly where I need to score so that I didn't even have to look at my measurements anymore. I know where's half on the card. The bone folder. I will say, if you do use this stamp and die set, to make sure you have a bin handy, because all the little bits that have come out of it are quite messy over this side and this side. So I'm just going to chop it off down the bottom so it stands up for her. But yeah, that's my card. I love that set. And really, that was like really simple. Just 3 separate colours. And you could have done that, so you could have had your 3 different shades of pink, or you perhaps could have had like, sorry, different shades of purple, or you perhaps would have had the pink and then had like a slow saffron in the middle so it looked more like a blossom. I think it's just really nice. I'm just going to grab my fine tip glue though, because there's a bit here that is not sticking down. I'm going to stick you down. Hold that down for a few seconds. There we go. Hi Ivy, hope you're okay. So that's that card. Thank you very much for joining me. Oh, I could have put some of my new ribbon on it. Or am I going too much? I'm going too much because I've already assembled my card. But yeah, don't forget the new ribbons. There's quite a few in the catalogue. And if you do like the ribbons and you like the in colour paper, don't forget that my club, you can get the cardstock, the ribbon, the ink, the refills, everything on that. Quite reduced. Well, I say quite reduced with a 10% discount, but it's spread over 5 months. So that's quite handy. And the information for that is over on my website. So thank you all for joining me today. I am doing another live tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do in that live, to be honest. I haven't thought about it at all, but I'll get my thinking cap on. I will pop over onto my Facebook and onto my Instagram a shopping list of things to have handy so you can join in, and I'll see you there. Thanks for joining me. Bye everybody.